Piers Plowman, by William Langland, is a Middle English allegorical narrative poem, written in the 14th century, that explores themes of morality, religious faith, social criticism, and the search for spiritual truth. Piers Plowman is an allegorical dream vision that follows the journey of the narrator, Will, as he seeks to understand the nature of human existence and the path to salvation. The poem is divided into multiple versions, A, B, and C texts, each expanding on the central narrative and themes. Through vivid allegorical characters and symbolic landscapes, Langland critiques the corruption of society and the church while advocating for a return to moral and spiritual integrity. The poem begins with Will falling asleep in Malvern Hills and experiencing a series of dream visions. He encounters a fair field full of folk, representing humanity's diverse moral and spiritual conditions. Will's quest for truth and salvation begins with a vision of a tower on a hill, symbolizing the goal of spiritual perfection. This vision sets the tone for the poem's exploration of ethical dilemmas, religious teachings, and social injustices. Central to Piers Plowman are its allegorical characters, each representing different aspects of human nature and society. Piers Plowman himself embodies the ideal Christian life, a humble plowman who becomes a moral guide and spiritual mentor to Will. Other characters include Lady Holy Church, representing the Church's spiritual authority, conscience, guiding moral judgment, and numerous vices and virtues personified, illustrating moral dilemmas and ethical choices. Langland uses satire and social critique to address the corruption and hypocrisy prevalent in medieval society, particularly within the clergy and ruling classes. He condemns greed, exploitation, and dishonesty, highlighting the gap between Christian ideals and societal realities. The poem's portrayal of abuses of power and moral decay serves as a call for reform and moral renewal, challenging readers to reflect on their own actions and societal responsibilities. Will's journey represents the universal quest for spiritual salvation and moral righteousness. He grapples with questions of sin, repentance, and divine grace, seeking guidance from allegorical figures and biblical teachings. The poem emphasizes the importance of personal conscience and ethical behavior in achieving spiritual enlightenment and redemption. Will's struggles and revelations mirror Langland's broader theological and moral teachings. Piers Plowman engages with complex theological and philosophical themes, including predestination, free will, and the nature of sin. Langland explores the tension between divine sovereignty and human agency, grappling with existential questions about God's justice and mercy. The poem's theological discussions reflect medieval Christian teachings and debates, offering insights into moral responsibility and the complexities of faith. One of the poem's most memorable passages is the vision of the 7 deadly sins, personified as grotesque figures wreaking havoc on society. Each sin embodies moral corruption and spiritual danger, challenging Will and the reader to confront their own weaknesses and temptations. The vivid imagery and moral lessons of this vision underscore Langland's critique of vice and his advocacy for moral self-examination and repentance. The culmination of Will's journey is the vision of Piers Plowman, a Christ-like figure symbolizing humility, righteousness, and spiritual guidance. Piers embodies the ideal Christian life, cultivating virtues such as charity, patience, and devotion to God. His teachings inspire Will and underscore Langland's vision of a just and compassionate society founded on moral integrity and spiritual renewal. Piers Plowman reflects the social and political upheavals of 14th-century England, including economic inequality, religious dissent, and the Black Death. Langland critiques the abuses of authority and calls for social justice, advocating for ethical leadership and communal responsibility. The poem's relevance extends beyond its medieval context, resonating with readers across centuries as a timeless exploration of moral conscience and societal reform. Piers Plowman by William Langland is a profound allegorical poem that explores themes of morality, spirituality, social criticism, and the quest for salvation. Through its allegorical characters, visionary landscapes, and theological reflections, Langland offers a critique of medieval society while advocating for personal integrity, ethical behavior, and spiritual enlightenment. The poem's enduring legacy lies in its timeless moral teachings and its relevance to contemporary discussions about justice, faith, and the human condition.